Hello, Midshore friends, and welcome to What's Good Wednesday on Radio Chesapeake, your weekly dose of community joy, local impact, and all the good news that reminds us why this region is such a special place to call home. I'm your host, Jamie Dingler, and today we've got a full lineup of stories that celebrate generosity, learning, creativity, and connection all across the Midshore. Let's start with something fun. We're kicking things off this week with an event hosted by our very own Radio Chesapeake. Comedian Monique Marvez is headed to the Avalon Theater this Friday, March 13th at 7 p.m. If you've never seen her perform, you're in for a treat. Monique isn't just a stand-up comic. She's what you'd call a cultural translator, a relationship whisperer, and a comedic truth teller. Her career spans decades and platforms, and she's known for delivering as many aha moments as ha-ha moments. She's got 4 Showtime specials and 1 on HBO, so you know she brings the good stuff. And here's the best part. Tickets are now donation-based. The recommended donation is $20 per ticket, but it's truly pay what you can, if you can. Every dollar supports Radio Chesapeake and helps bring more events like this to the community. You can reserve your spot at whcp.org/events. We'd love to see you there. Next up, let's talk about the incredible work happening at One Mission Cambridge, where community support continues to shine and neighbors are helping neighbors. In February, the pantry served 319 families, reaching 627 people. That includes 156 seniors, 316 adults, and 155 children. That's a huge impact, and it's made possible by the generosity of local partners who keep the shelves stocked and the mission moving forward. A big thank you goes out to Union Chapel AME Cordtown for their food donation, Christ Church Cambridge, the Great Choptank Parish, for the wonderful non-perishable contributions, AARP Chapter 1278 and the Dorchester residents who organized a community food drive, Elks Lodge 1272, not only for hosting the recent Purse Bingo fundraiser, but also for stopping by with both a check and food donations, and Emmanuel United Church of Christ, who served the March Community Dinner on March 2nd. If you want to get involved, whether by volunteering, donating, or supporting their Amazon wish list, visit onemissioncambridge.org. Every act of kindness helps a neighbor. For our book lovers and history buffs, Washington College is hosting a special event on Monday, March 23rd from 5 to 6 p.m. Award-winning journalist and cultural historian Will Haygood is returning to Chestertown as part of his nationwide tour for his newest book, The War Within a War, The Black Struggle in Vietnam and at Home. This book has already been named to Publishers Weekly's Top 10 for the upcoming literary season. It explores how the Vietnam War became a mirror for the fight for equality at home. Haygood is no stranger to Washington College. During his residency there, he wrote Tigerland, the critically acclaimed story of a segregated high school in Columbus, Ohio, during the tumultuous years of 1968 and 1969. And of course, many know him for his Washington Post story about White House butler Eugene Allen, the piece that inspired the award-winning film, The Butler. This event is organized by the Starr Center for the Study of the American Experience and is sure to be a meaningful evening. Speaking of Chestertown, Radcliffe Creek School is opening its doors and brewing the coffee for Community Connections at the Creek on Tuesday, March 24th from 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. This isn't just a tour, it's a morning designed to strengthen the ties between the school and the region's professional network. Local business owners, nonprofit leaders, and community stakeholders are invited to enjoy a complimentary breakfast, open networking, and a chance to learn how partnerships can empower the next generation of bright, neurodiverse learners. As head of school Dr. Jennifer Durham puts it, the most impactful learning happens when the walls of the classroom extend into the heart of the community, and Radcliffe truly lives that mission. Guests will explore ways to get involved, from internships to civic projects to sponsorships, and we'll wrap up with a guided walkthrough of classrooms and outdoor learning spaces to see the RCS magic in action. Space is limited, so if you'd like to attend, register by March 16th at radcliffecreekschool.org/community_connections. You're listening to What's Good Wednesday on Radio Chesapeake, and we'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back to What's Good Wednesday, where we're on our weekly tour of good news in the Midshore's nonprofit community. Let's keep things rolling. Our next stop is Talbot Mentors in Easton, where they're celebrating the power of showing up. The heart of their work is relationships, the kind built on trust, consistency, and shared experiences. One of those relationships belongs to Kylan, an 11-year-old whose great-grandmother Barbara shared that his mentor has been in his corner from day one, supporting his education, encouraging his passions, and becoming a valued part of their family's circle of support. Kylan sums it up simply: they have fun together. Movies, games, canoeing, and a whole lot of encouragement. These are the stories that show what mentoring really looks like: showing up, listening, and helping a young person grow into their potential. At a recent Scholar Saturday, the scholars revisited letters that they had written to themselves, a powerful exercise in reflection and personal growth. Some celebrated goals they've already achieved, others identified new intentions to work toward. They also practiced dining etiquette and table manners before putting those skills to the test over dinner at Olive Garden. This term, the scholars are reading The First 30 by Greg Forbes Siegman and Gillip Nyacinth Paxson. Through workshops and discussions, they're exploring the book's themes, sharing ideas, and reflecting on the lessons that resonate with them. And on Saturday, March 7th, the scholars will take a self-guided tour of St. John's College, a chance to explore a campus, learn about its unique academic model, and begin imagining their own futures after high school. On Thursday, March 12th at 6 p.m., the scholars are headed to the Talbot County Free Library in Easton for a fun and free teen night for ages 13 and up. There will be pizza, always a win, plus a hands-on STEM activity where participants will build a powered fan and a mini lamp using a battery-operated circuit. It's a great mix of creativity, learning, and social time. Now let's finish up by following up on a few stories from last week's episode. The Atkins Arboretum annual native plant sale is officially underway. The sale was open to the public as of last Saturday the 7th. If you are a member, make sure to take advantage of your member discounts. 10% off for individual, household, and grandparent levels using code PLANT10, and 20% off for contributor, supporter, sustainer, and Leon Andrews Society levels using PLANT20. The Arboretum offers the region's largest selection of landscape-ready native trees, shrubs, perennials, ferns, grasses, and vines. Native plants support biodiversity and provide habitat for beneficial wildlife, so your garden becomes part of a much bigger ecosystem. Orders are online only and fulfilled through scheduled pickup appointments in late April through early May. After you order, check your email for the Calendly link to choose your pickup time. Visit atkinsarboretum.org for details. As a reminder, if you're looking for ways to get in the Irish spirit, the Midshore Community Band is presenting its annual free St. Patrick's concerts. They'll be on Sunday, March 15th at 2 p.m. at the Easton Elks, and Tuesday, March 17th at 7 p.m. at Zion Unitas Methodist Church in Cambridge. You'll hear traditional Irish music, everything from lively reels, jigs, and polkas to slow, expressive airs. It's a vibrant genre rooted in oral tradition and full of intricate ornamentation. Whether you're a longtime fan or brand new to Irish music, you'll find something to love. More information is available at mscb.org. And before we wrap up today's show, I want to share a personal note of gratitude. Last Friday at the Avalon Theater, the Dancing Dream ABBA Tribute Band performed to benefit SOS Sink or Swim. I had the pleasure of helping plan the event, and it was an evening full of joy, energy, and community spirit. But the best part, everyone who donated, bought tickets, or sponsored the event helped save lives right here in our community. Your support funds free swimming lessons for local children and adults this summer, a gift of safety, confidence, and life-saving skills. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for dancing and singing and enjoying each other's company. And thank you for making a difference. That's all for this week's What's Good Wednesday. As always, thank you for tuning in and being part of a community that lifts each other up, celebrates the good, and keeps kindness at the center. If your local nonprofit has something exciting to share, send it to me at wednesday@bewhatsgood.com to be featured on an upcoming episode of the show. Now go out, get involved, and I'll meet you back here next Wednesday for more of What's Good here on the Midshore.